1985, the British government announced its intentions to replace the Royal Navy's Lynx helicopters with an all-Merlin fleet, and it was a sad day for most Lynx pilots back then. I know a number of my friends whose fathers were actually pilots in the Royal Navy flying Lynxes, and they do really enjoy the aircraft. However, during the late 1990s, Westland Helicopters began discussions with the Ministry of Defence to explore future roles for the Lynx. Multiple strategies were proposed, ranging from life extension upgrades of existing Super Lynx airframes to comprehensive remanufacturing programs. These plans culminated in the Future Lynx project, designed to create an entirely new generation helicopter that incorporated state-of-the-art systems and capabilities. In July 2002, there was an assessment phase, and AgustaWestland was awarded a contract to conduct a formal assessment for the Future Lynx program. This project was divided into two distinct components: the Surface Combatant Maritime Rotorcraft, or SCMR program for the Royal Navy, and the Battlefield Light Utility BLUH program for the British Army. The aim was to design a helicopter that could meet the unique operational demands of both services while leveraging commonality to reduce costs, and as we all know, modularity is key in modern logistical and supporting roles for any military equipment of today. So, AgustaWestland collaborated with Thales Group, tasking them with developing core avionics including navigation, communication, and flight management systems. This partnership laid the foundation for a very advanced helicopter that would far exceed the capabilities of its predecessor. By April 2003, planned in-service dates for the BLUH and the SCMR variants were set for 2007 and 2008 respectively. Now, there was a lot of pushback to transition to a completely new airframe. Initial assessments considered upgrading the existing Lynx airframes. However, by 2004, it became clear that remanufacturing would be very cost prohibitive and unable to meet the stringent requirements of the program. Consequently, the focus shifted to developing an entirely new airframe from scratch, with an emphasis on durability, advanced avionics throughout, and operational flexibility. The AW159 Wildcat is a testament to modern helicopter design, incorporating numerous structural and technological advancements. First and foremost, the helicopter features a redesigned nose and tail rotor, a low-set symmetric tailplane, and enlarged cockpit doors for improved access. The fuselage was re-engineered to provide easier access for avionics and enhancing its internal space. These changes were huge for crews operating them, particularly at sea, and combined with increased use of machine components over fabricated ones, the result was a much more robust and aerodynamically efficient platform. The airframe was strong, and when you have a helicopter landing at sea, often bouncing up and down on the decks, you want something that's strong. The Wildcat was built to withstand the demands of modern military operations of today, with a maximum all-up mass of 6,000 kilograms and provisions for incremental upgrades to 6,250 kilograms over its 30-year planned lifespan. The airframe's reinforced undercarriage and strengthened tail reassures that the durability in case of a crash is also very strong. There is also armoured crew seating, which enhances safety from ground fire if required. The Wildcat employs British Experimental Rotor Program, or BERP, composite main rotor blades, paired with an all-new 4-blade tail rotor. This configuration provides an improved yaw control at high weights and enhances flight stability, particularly in very challenging environments like that at sea, very windy and wet and nasty weather conditions. Thales UK supplied a sophisticated avionics suite integrating glass cockpit featuring 4 10x8-inch liquid crystal displays for mission data and flight control. It also integrated a mission planning system, or MPS, which allows pre-mission data to be inputted and rehearsals in both 2D and 3D environments even prior to going into the helicopter. Communication systems are also heavily focused on, including secure voice and data capabilities, and the Bowman network integration for the Army variant. All electronic surveillance measures were also pushed into the Navy variant because, of course, surveillance is very key when capitalizing on the fleet and needing to send out an arm, so to speak, or an eye, into the seas and see what's coming. So the surveillance systems put inside this aircraft are very good, and you can see on the front of the aircraft that nose kind of eye, I always call them pigeon eyes, are very good at locating and finding targets from long distance with very, very good definition and resolution on those screens. In terms of power, this is very powerful aircraft. The AW159 is powered by a twin LHTC CTS 800 4N engines developed by Honeywell and Rolls-Royce. These engines deliver 36% more power than the Lynx's GEM engines while maintaining similar fuel efficiency. They enable exceptional hot and high performance, critical for operations in challenging terrains and climates. The helicopter boasts an endurance of up to 4.5 hours with auxiliary fuel, enhancing its versatilities across mission profiles, particularly of that at sea, where you don't really want to run out of fuel when you're trying to scan ahead of the fleet or look for submarines.